I'm really out here fixing cameras and stuff. What up? I'm Aiden Carnahan, and I'm here to talk about my blogger, or my blog page, and specifically what I talk about on there. So basically the sum of it is I talk about video games, that like different genres of video games like action games, narrative titles, and platformers. Basically their impact, not on just me as a child, but just this generation as a whole. Because I would say our generation, known as Generation Z, is the first real generation that grew up with the power of global communication through the internet. And along with that comes with things such as video games or that sort of thing. And it had a very large cultural impact on our generation as children, you know, cartoons and that type of thing. And, you know, a lot of children my age, or just people my age, understand these, you know, like inside jokes from these cultural things. So, yeah. And what else I talk about is like graphics. I talk about the graphics industry as a whole and how they've advanced throughout the years, and how each day it really just gets better and better, and how the whole industry of gaming, I guess, video game industry, has to try to keep up with better and better graphics, and it's a oligarchy of particular companies that release AAA titles to try to keep up with one another. And I also talk about social media and its impact on our generation, and even me personally, and basically how social media has, I'd say, allowed us as people to hide our own identities and really portray through an online image who we want people to see us as. And I'd say, you know, that's a big deal for something that, you know, like our generation. That's new for like people or kids in our generation. You know, a lot of people dedicate their time and spend a lot of time on social media just because that's what you do now, you know, because of technology and such. Also, I talk about YouTube and that industry and company. YouTube in itself is one of the first social media platforms that really allowed for creators to not even just make money off making YouTube videos and that sort of thing, but like be recognized for who they are and recognized for their work, and allow them to be creative and try different things. You know, it's a different format than what people are used to. People are used to being able to turn on the TV or read something on a website, but no one's used to watching a 5-minute video on a certain subject. That's a new concept that YouTube brought to the table, and it's been very popularized throughout the years and used on many different social media platforms, not just on YouTube in itself. And I also talk about memes, which is funny enough, but memes and their societal impact on many different people. Not just, you know, me, but like people of my generation and people that I know, and basically society as a whole. Especially nowadays, you know, in like 2018, a lot of what people talk about are memes. They bring it up in conversation, they send them to each other, and the majority of the time there's always one popular meme, and it all follows the same type of format. If you look back in like 2007 when you had Grumpy Cat, the Fry meme, all that good stuff, it's all evolved over time, mostly because of new and up-and-coming social media platforms such as Vine, Instagram, YouTube, that sort of thing. And especially people in my generation, you know, grown up with those memes, it's a large part of our adolescence. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you. I'll catch you next time.